Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here. So I wanted to talk about something that came out about almost a week now, actually, a week ago now. So yeah, I do want to get into that. Norman Reedus made some interesting comments that I just want to give some thoughts on, and yeah, I do really wonder what it actually means overall. For those wondering about my Fear the Walking Dead review, I still have to watch the episode, so I'll do that and post the review. I mean, there hasn't really been a rush for me personally to review Fear the Walking Dead. I imagine it's going to change though. I've been hearing some good things about episode 13 anyways. And since 14 is this Sunday, I imagine Madison's return is happening like right away. So obviously I will be having those reviews out on time and stuff like that. I am coming back to doing daily videos again. I'm not sure if you guys want updates on what's going on. I mean, I probably could have posted a video here and there over the last week. I've just been very tired because like a lot of stuff has been happening just in my personal life in general, and nothing bad or anything like that. I've just been like incredibly busy. Like it's just been nonstop with stuff that I have to do, and it's just been like, if I just do it now, then it's just over and done with, and I got everything done. And this video actually should have came out like hours ago, but I just a bunch of stuff happened. And again, a big thing too is that, like my girlfriend is working and we have kids. And what are we going to do with the kids when she's working? Well, I have to watch them, right? Like I have to watch them all day. And so I'm not able to do videos immediately. I'm not able to get into that right away. But I've actually kind of worked out a system here, and I do have something that I can do. So I can do one video a day right now, just until this scheduling anyways eases up a little bit, because it's just been really crazy as of late. But I just didn't want to say anything because I'm just kind of sick and tired of like, if I take a couple of days off, then I do a video and I'm like, oh, sorry for taking a couple of days off. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of sounds like I'm making excuses and stuff like that. And, I do feel guilty about not uploading every day because I know people do get on me about it. But yeah, I promise for the next however long, I'm going to be doing videos every single day, most likely like at least at minimum one video a day for sure. So I also wanted to mention one thing as well, which is that I have actually changed the memberships here for the channel. So now what I will be doing is a members live stream every single month. So I'm probably going to do it at the end of this month because we'll have a lot of stuff to talk about at the end of the month, right? And yeah, if you're a member of the channel, I'll definitely remind you guys closer to the date, definitely, when an actual date is chosen, and we'll do a live Q&A. I'll do a live stream and you guys will have access to the live stream, this and that. And it's just going to be for members only. If you are interested in becoming a member, the join button is just there. And yeah, thank you so much for all the support, and for everybody who does support the channel and all that. Obviously, I really do appreciate that. So obviously, before we go any further, make sure to be a subscriber if you do want more Walking Dead content like this. But let's talk about what I wanted to talk about here, and that is the stuff with Norman Reedus. I saw this on Twitter, and it was really interesting. Norman Reedus said in there that, he was talking about the spinoff on Jimmy Fallon, and he just said, like Melissa McBride was going to be attached to it, but because of personal reasons, she can't be, she needs a break. It's been like 12 years or however long, so she kind of needs a break from all of it, and that is perfectly understandable. Obviously, you're going to want a break, and I do imagine after a couple of years, she's going to be like, all right, I want to come back. And it might not even be that long. I think filming for the last year could have been a big issue, right? Like filming over the last year really could have just made it to the point where she's like, I don't want to go again this summer to Europe and film. Like that might be a lot. She might want to actually wait another year or something like that, because it's a lot. And you know what? She doesn't necessarily need to do it right now. And she also might have her own personal reasons, which, none of us should even question. And so I imagine we will see Carol again, right? I'm really excited about that. And then Norman Reedus said that, there may be other characters that Daryl could run into, and I'm paraphrasing there a little bit, but he did say that there might be other characters that Daryl could run into. And so, I'm interested in that. I'm really interested in that. And obviously, what everyone's going to be thinking is, could he run into Rick, right? Is it possible that Rick is in Europe right now? And I will say, I think there's a good chance that Rick could be there. And I'm just trying to think of some of the more logical things, that are happening behind the scenes. Like maybe if they do it in Europe, then they could actually, that's where they're going to film the Rick Grimes movie, right? That could be interesting. And that's the thing about all of this, right? If Norman Reedus is filming in Europe, they could film, they literally could film the first Rick movie in Europe, right? So I think it's interesting. I'll just say that. It's really interesting that they're doing it out there. And I don't know who else he's talking about. And that's the thing, there's really only one other character I could possibly see it being, and we'll talk about that in a second. But besides that character, it's almost like it has to be Rick, but it's not going to be, right? Like it can't be Rick, because Rick is going to be a Rick movie thing. I don't see Rick being in the Daryl spinoff. That's kind of a lot. Though, if they want to do something where, they have characters appearing here and there, I could see him maybe making like some sort of an appearance in the television show. But it really depends, and it does sound like this isn't going to be a season or a one season thing. It's going to be a multiple season thing, and it's going to be going on for quite a while here. And a lot of this depends on what the storyline's going to be, right? Like, why is Daryl in Europe? I think that's going to be the biggest question here. Actually, there's two big questions. One, why is Daryl in Europe? Because if Daryl's in Europe for, something CRM related, I mean, it's obvious where this is going. If it's for something completely unrelated, it doesn't, like I don't really know why he's going there. I don't think it's going to be something unrelated because we know the direction of the franchise. We know where it's going. It makes sense. But the second thing is, how much will running zombies play a role in the future of this franchise, right? I think this right here, if Gimple and them do talk about, like what's going to happen in Europe being a big thing, this and that, then we know that running zombies and what's happening there is definitely going to be coming here to America. This is the direction of the series. And so I'm definitely really excited for that. I really can't wait to see that. And that's the thing too, like running zombies have already been connected to the Civic Republic, right? Like, because it was at the end of World Beyond. Daryl's going to Europe. I mean, it makes it at this point, it makes so much sense. It's not that hard to put together, to be honest. It's not that hard to put together. Like, if you just explain this to somebody who doesn't watch The Walking Dead and you ask them, well, where do you think this is going? They're like, well, clearly that, right? So I don't think we need to think too hard on this. It makes sense that Norman Reedus is going to be going, or Norman Reedus, Daryl is going to Europe for something Rick related. Either he was captured and taken there, or he's going there because he believes that Rick is there. And so he went there willingly. And I don't even know how he would get across then. I mean, that's kind of why I think he's been captured, right? Like, it makes so much sense because how the hell is he going to go willingly across the ocean? Like, it makes no sense. And this is all really exciting. And I saw a clip the other day, and I don't remember the television show, but it was some sort of talk show. I think it was like a morning talk show or something like that. But Norman Reedus basically said that The Walking Dead's not really ending. It's kind of like branching out, right? And that's just, for me, it's so exciting because it's like, yeah, it's not really ending. It's branching out. It's getting bigger. And I honestly, I'm really excited about all of that. And I think that, like, first of all, are the ratings going to match season 4 or 5 of The Walking Dead? Probably not. Because I think, like, and I don't know the actual numbers on this, so don't, like, quote me. I literally don't know the numbers on this, but I feel like over 90% of shows that air on television don't get the ratings The Walking Dead did in season 5. Like, that stuff doesn't happen. It's to the great shows of all time get those kind of ratings. And The Walking Dead is definitely up there as like one of the greatest shows of all time. Like, that doesn't happen a lot. So are these spinoffs, gonna turn into that? I really don't see it, because the thing is, that needs to be more of a cultural thing, right? Like, The Walking Dead was a cultural phenomenon when it was big back in season 4 and 5, and I remember it was so massive. It was all anyone was talking about. And I remember feeling a little bit jealous. Like, I remember actually kind of feeling like, wow, this is so stupid. Like, I found this show and now everybody's kind of watching it. But that's just me. That was me being really stupid. But yeah, this is going to be really big, once these shows actually air, once The Walking Dead is over, in about 5 or I guess about 6 months from now, it's going to be big. And I guess to touch on one more thing before we end here, and that is, who else could Daryl run into? Obviously the obvious answer is Rick. Like, when Norman Reedus says that, I'm just kind of like, well, who else could you run into? And that's the thing, I don't really know. Oh, actually, I just thought of another character that Norman Reedus could run into, and this actually makes the most sense. And I never thought of it. This character actually makes the most sense. I think we will actually see her, and that is Jadis. I think Jadis makes the most sense to be in the Daryl spinoff. Because, I'm trying to think of what Norman Reedus meant by that. Like, he said that, possibly there could be other characters or whatever the hell he said. And I'm like, well, who else is he going to run into? I mean, obviously, like, an obvious one is Michonne, right? Like, Michonne is out there, so I can definitely see that. But it's just, that's really dependent on Denai, right? Like, does she want to, come back this soon? Or is she waiting for the movies, So, but that is a possibility. That was the character that I had originally. I said it was either going to be Rick, which I don't even know. I feel like they want to save him for the movie, but then it could be Michonne, which I still feel like they want to save her for the movie because she's also a really big character. Carol eventually is pretty obvious. Could Connie show up? I mean, any other character from The Walking Dead? I think that's a possibility. I just think that it really depends on how Daryl gets to Europe. That's like the big thing here. If Daryl's captured, man, I really have a hard time believing that they're just going to end up over there. But if Daryl, there's something with the Commonwealth and he's able to get a ride over there sort of thing, then I can see other characters eventually making their way over there as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But like I said not originally, but like a minute or two ago, I actually think Jadis makes the most sense because she's going to be really involved with all of this, that I could totally see that. And then we're going to get some really interesting scenes between Jadis and Daryl. And Daryl's going to be asking Jadis, like, why the hell did you take Rick away? Or like what happened to him? This and that. What's he like now? This and that, It's going to be some exciting stuff. And I could totally see them getting into all of that. And then it's then it's all about that Rick movie, right? When the hell is that coming out? Which I imagine we're going to get an update to that this year. So just, be a little more patient. If The Walking Dead's over and we have no Rick update at all, then maybe be upset. But right now I'm kind of like, well, maybe they just want to see how The Walking Dead's going to end first, right? They want to give us all of that, and then we'll just kind of see where we go from there. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here. Definitely post your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.